There's no more news. I don't know what you guys are here for. There's absolutely nothing to report. What do they call it? The galaxy or whatever is in balance now. You guys can relax.
So we can leave?
Who? Carson. He's still cleared, yes. You can leave, yes.
What does Jordan Matthews give you? And how did he look at his workout? How healthy is he and all that?
Yeah, without giving away a ton of game plan stuff. I mean, he looked good in the workout. He's healthy. We're excited to get him back. We, just again, it's part of where we are, with the receivers and the injuries and things of that nature. But we'll work him this week and see where his role is going to be, and try to get him in the mix.
I don't think it's much of a surprise that most of his career's been in the slot. I mean, is that where you expect him to come in?
Yeah, and listen, I don't get into slot, inside, outside. And the only reason I say that is because we move our guys around so much. You see Nelson inside, you see Nelson out. That could be by formation, just matchups and different things. But yeah, his career, he's primarily been an inside receiver. We understand that, and we'll see where he's at and see how he fits into the game plan this week.
Is Nelson as effective now outside as he is inside? I mean,
Nelson's been a really big part of the offense so far, and in both spots, inside and outside. He's obviously done a great job blocking in the run game, and then in the passing game being able to be outside as well. So moving him around has been beneficial for us.
Signing Jordan, I mean, obviously it seemed like you were looking for someone who could step in and help right away. I mean, is that kind of what led you to him?
Yeah, I mean, he has familiar with the coaching staff. We have familiarity with him. He knows our offense. It's only been a year, really, that he left. So, yeah, a lot of similarity there, and it's just a matter of catching him up.
Besides just the familiarity with the offense and the team, how important is that pre-existing relationship between Jordan and Carson?
I think it's huge. I think there's, it has a comfort level for the quarterback knowing you got another outside receiver that we brought in from the outside who has worked with him in the past, and I just think it can be a benefit to Carson.
what kind of influence did Carson have on Jordan being here?
None.
Okay. We talked so much about how much Carson had the time away from the field in the film room. How easy is it going to be for him to implement those things when he's actually on the field?
Well, this game's not easy, but I think what he's seen through watching Nick, going back to last year, obviously going through training camp, going through the first part of the season, and then what Carson has studied on tape, I think it can only help him, sort of enhance his game a little bit. And I think sometimes sort of big picture, you get a chance to see everything and take everything in from that view. It's a different view, and it's a positive view, and so that's why moving forward, I'm excited to see where he's at in that progression of his game.
What have you noticed from the players and in the building this week, with the fact of Wentz being back?
Well, he's always been here.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's been positive. The guys have been very receptive, and I'll tell you something. They've been very complimentary of Nick as well, and that's good to see, because we're blessed to have two special quarterbacks, and obviously now with Carson coming back, they're excited. To as they say, the band is slowly coming together, and this is one piece of it.
When Carson was released by the Patriots, it was a few days after he had injured his hamstring. Obviously, he passed the physical for you guys to sign him, but where is he at with that, and is he good to go?
He's cleared for contact, if that's what you're asking. Sorry.
You got to retire that line.
No, it's not retired. Trust me, it'll come out again. He looked good. I mean, he looked healthy. Our doctors evaluated him yesterday. I didn't see any issues in the workout, and he's ready to go.
You talked about the greatest issue trying to get these pieces back and forth. Has continuity been the greatest issue in affecting the offense, maybe defense as well, so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it, because there's so much timing and rhythm on offense, with route running and even in the run game, just fitting blocks and things of that nature. It can be a little disruptive at times, and so, yeah, it's we don't make excuses. We just keep coaching and coach our players up, and the more opportunities they get, the better they get. So we just got to continue to, progress that way.
You talked last year about meeting with Carson on Thursday nights. Did he do anything like that, or did you do anything like that with him the first 2 weeks, going over a game plan or the opponent to get him in that mindset of kind of preparing?
No, we didn't.
This week, with Frank coming back, how cognizant do you have to be that he obviously knows a lot about this offense? Does that make it different?
Yeah, it makes a difference. We're aware of it. You watch them on offense, and there's a lot of similarity too. So we kind of have an idea of some of the offensive structure that they have in place. And defensively, their coordinator came from Dallas, so there's a little bit of the Dallas influence in this defense as well. So we feel like we kind of, they know us and we know them, even though we don't see each other every year. And I'm excited to see Frank again, obviously, but at the same time, yeah, we're up on the things that he could make them aware of.
For a quarterback coming off a major injury, Doug.
Ask that again, please.
How important is that first hit he's going to take for a quarterback coming off an injury? Just to feel that he can take it and get back up.
Yeah, I hope it's not a hard one, but I think it just gives confidence to him. With any player that's been out a significant period of time, and just reassures his confidence in everything that he's doing.
You and Frank quarterbacks coming along, your injured guys, Jay and Darren, are they going to practice today? And you expect them this week?
Both of them are day to day. Darren's a little bit longer, but they're Jay's day to day. We'll see where he's at the end of the week. And that's kind of where we're at with those two guys.
Last year there were a lot of plays. Steps forward this week in his rehab in terms of taking team drills and that type of thing.
He's a lot like Carson was a couple weeks ago, being able to get back into the mix and do some 11-on-11 stuff, and this will be a big week in that regard.
You and Frank were
Carson did
how much communication have you had with him since he left for Indianapolis?
It's funny because I don't say it's funny, but during training camp we talked a lot actually. And just whether it be on asking me a question on how we ran a practice or a meeting or a schedule or whatever it was, we were constantly talking. And then I actually congratulated him after the game Sunday for his first win as a head coach, and reached out in his dance and all of that, and it'll be fun to see him again.
We saw last season that Carson was able to get you guys out of a lot of bad plays pre-snap based upon the reads and get a good one. Do you feel like that's something that's going to really help the team once he gets back?
Yeah, and it helps, and it's all part of our run plan. We don't give them a ton of checks. We want them to kind of free up their minds and just play. But both he and Nick have done a great job kind of getting us in and out of bad plays into better plays, or plays against a better defense into something that might work for us. So we continue to keep our quarterbacks progress in that way.
Are you going to have Peters this week, though?
Yeah. Yes.
Carson's such an emotional guy, and he's been waiting for so long to play and put so much into this rehab. Do you have to have a conversation with him about kind of, not being too amped up when the game starts, not being too?
Yeah, listen, it's a home game, his first start. There's going to be emotions regardless. I can talk to him until Sunday kickoff, and there's always going to be that high emotion and everybody the anticipation of taking the field, and you kind of want him to experience that, and what that feels like. It's kind of like his first start again, a couple years ago, and it'll be a good feeling. It'll be good for our city. It'll be good for the team, obviously, and just looking forward to Sunday.
Doug, do you have a feel for Mike Wallace's recovery time? Is he done for the season?
I wouldn't say he's done for the season. It's definitely week to week. And we'll obviously get through our bye week, I think, down the road and see where he's at.
You got him, Matt Collins, I think you got a couple other guys on IR. You just kind of see how it plays out. And when you come back.
Yeah, when we make those decisions later on in the year.
Josh Adams has, he was with you in training camp. Is there like if you have to play him, is there like a package of plays that you can feel confident?
Yeah, there are, and we'll be smart with him, having a chance to possibly play in this game and see where he's at the end of the week. But Deuce does a great job of sort of managing those running backs and the amount of runs and who gets what run. But we have all the confidence in Josh, and when he gets an opportunity, he's going to do well.
How important was Jordan Match? And I know he wasn't here last year, but was he important at all in trying to kind of establish that winning culture you got going?
Oh, for sure, for sure. He was a great leader, on the team, in the locker room, out on the field. His work ethic, he was all part of, the process of establishing what we have today, he's bringing that back, and he feels that when he's in the building and he sees it, and I think it's enhanced even more since he's been here. So he just helps us, again, enhance it even further.
What do you see your look at in terms of where he is now and where he was before in terms of his
Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously I'm not there, so I don't know, but he on film, he looks like he's improving, each and every week, and he's getting stronger and stronger, and that's obviously a positive for him and the Colts, and he's a tremendous player, and a lot of respect for him, and kind of his journey to get back to, has been extensive, and he's one of the really, really good quarterbacks in our league, and it's fun to watch guys like him, and so it'll be a great test for our defense again Sunday.
All right.
Thank you.